This story, found in Chapter 6 of Dark Pages Unbound, 1:46 a.m., written by Brandon McAleavey. 1:46 a.m.? Really? Oh God. I've got 5 hours to work. I'm just staring into the dark, whispering demands to my mind and body. Just shut up. Just stop thinking. Just go under. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Nope. No, I can't. My mind is already running. The bed, it feels tilted, unbalanced, completely uncomfortable. My body is weightless and yet impossibly heavy, like I'm being held down by gravity from 2 different opposing directions. Lately, it feels like depression's been choking the daylight out of me, and insomnia has been haunting my nights. Except now, they've started swapping shifts. In fact, tonight, they're tag teaming. I've tried everything. Books on sleep, books on insomnia, even some strange mind space stuff I found in the New Age section, and some old thrift stores. A couple of those even felt borderline culty, if I'm being honest, requiring weird, almost creepy mantras and stuff that I have to repeat in a very ritualistic manner. I didn't really like the feeling of that after a while, so I moved on to other options. I've also dove into the YouTube rabbit hole, the 10-hour sleep loops of white noise and pink noise and brown noise, all the noises. Plus, some of those soft meditation and chanting videos. You know, it's kind of funny how after a while some of them stop sounding soothing and start sounding just wrong. I don't know. A few of them actually kept me awake, really defeating the purpose. One even gave me nightmares for a fucking week. Maybe more even. So yeah, I've been trying a lot, just not getting anywhere. I even grabbed a few of those melatonin pills and went to my doctor for a prescription sleep aid. I even got desperate and went to a local holistic folk remedy shop, despite not believing in any of that shit, and tried some really weird, really expensive mixture that the incredibly unnervingly flat and disaffected clerk tossed together into a bag for me. I tried that for a few days and just tossed it. It tasted awful. Then there's Felix snoring beside me. I love him. God, I really do. But lately his snoring has been reverberating through me like a rattling roar. Truly not helping the whole sleepless situation. Now, he's so sexy. But that snore, fuck! But just when I think I'm over it, I picture the way he smirks and whispers, "I love you." And honestly, I'd trade sleep away forever to keep all of that. Okay, I'm gonna try the old pillow over the ears trick. Fuck! No. Nope. No, not gonna work. Okay. New plan. Snuggle him. Get him to roll. He only snores when he's on his back, so I'm gonna scoot closer and curl around him. Yes, he rolled. Thank fuck. Silence. His breathing turns soft, calm, slow. I match his pace. In, out. In, out. My limbs sink deeper into the bed. Feeling weightless now. Drifting on emptiness. Oh, fuck! Was that the door? But we live together and alone, and Fell is right... Wait. Felix is gone. I was just curled into him. I can still feel the warmth of him pressed against me. I know I didn't drift off. I didn't. No, I didn't fall asleep yet. Okay, maybe he got up to pee, and I just didn't notice. But the bathroom is en suite. That sound was the bedroom door. Okay, maybe he's getting water. That's got to be it. He does it every night. Okay. Just try to sleep again. Eyes shut, brain off. Fuck. Okay, I can't stop wondering what he's up to. He's been gone too long. Is he okay? I didn't hear any noise in the hall. That hall creaks when he walks every time. Fuck it. Gonna open my eyes fast and check the time on my phone. Maybe he got up for work. Fast movement like ripping off a bandage. 1:46 a.m. What the hell? Impossible. It felt like 15 minutes at least since I last checked the time. Wait, okay. Maybe I just thought it said 1:46 earlier and it was really 12:46. That has to be it. I just read the time wrong. It's fine. Everything is fine. Felix will be back in a moment and I'll snuggle up to him again and fall right back asleep. I put my phone down and roll toward Felt. What the fuck? Felix? He's here. Next to me again. And he's completely silent. I didn't hear him return. I didn't hear the door. Didn't feel the bed shift. I don't want to open my eyes again, but I gotta check. Yeah, his outline is clear, and he's still like death, except the rise and fall of his restful breathing. His warmth is here too, like he never left the bed. What the hell is going on? No. Okay, I can't overanalyze it. I'm just really fucking tired and not in sync with reality, I guess. Overthinking it is just gonna drive me crazy. And the important thing is, Felix is back, or still here, and he's toasty warm. I lean in, seeking comfort. He moved away. No, wait. It felt like he slid away, like he was being pulled away from me. God, my imagination must be going crazy tonight. Okay, fine. Try again. Fuck! Really? Again? Okay, fine. He doesn't want to be snuggled. I'll just reach out and put my hand against his back. I just really feel like I need some connection right now, somehow. I reach forward blindly and my fingers brush only cold sheets. I can feel all the way to the edge of the bed and Felix isn't there. This is absurd. I just felt him before, but the warmth of his body is gone. I run my hand up and down the bedside. Something grabbed it. Something cold and dry. It didn't really feel like skin. It's tugging my arm toward the shadows. I yanked back with a gasp. Fell? Please. I'm not okay right now. I sit up and my eyes open, but unsure if I trust them. My eyes adjust, but the room is just slightly wrong. Shadows are crowding the corners and the darkness there is thick, like it's absorbing everything. The shadows seem infinitely deep. I can make out shapes of all the items in our room, but I don't see him. He's not in bed, that's for sure. Felix? I whisper. Nothing. I reach for the blankets and drag them all to me in a panic. Fel, stop fucking around, please. Not tonight. Still no answer. I feel my heartbeat behind my eyes, and silence in the room is heavy and oppressive. I can hear blood pulsing in my ears. Then, fast footsteps retreating to the closet, and the sliding door slams shut. Shit, Fel! What is going on? I don't understand. I hear Felix call from the hallway beyond the bedroom door.
Sweetheart, I'm just grabbing a sip. You want some?
Knocking from the closet. The knocking almost matches the speed of my racing heartbeat. If Felix is getting water, then was I just snuggling up to an intruder? My head and stomach spin. I feel like I might vomit. Fuck! Felix! Call the cops now! Someone's here! Even my own voice sounds distant, like I'm speaking from the bottom of a pool of water. Fear has turned surreal. The space in the room feels bent, as if space is folding like origami paper. I tumble backward across the bed. I scramble to my hands and knees and crawl to the opposite side, grabbing blankets like armor along the way. I slam against the wall and slide down to the floor. I fumble for something, anything, and find a bat. Felix's bat, the one he keeps for safety. It's the only solid thing in a room that feels hollow, that feels wrong. The shadows in the corner look like I could walk into them forever. I shout, I'm armed and calling the cops! What the fuck? Felix! Felix, I need you! Where are you? Help me! I finally reach my tipping point as the knocking vibrates my skull. I'm just angry and scared enough to do something really stupid. I walk over to the closet, intent on opening it and beating the hell out of any creep that's in my house. I breathe deep and work up my courage. I fling the closet open, bat raised, then I realize Felix. Felix is standing rigid, eyes shut, grinning, not laughing, just smiling wide. Felix? From the hallway, I hear Felix.
Wesley, relax. Just go to sleep.
I look at the bedroom door. No light under the door. Felix always turns on the hall light when he gets up for water. I look back, and the closet holds only clothes. No Felix, but the shape of that grin still lingers in the dark like an after-image burned into the deepest part of my brain. Sudden sweat explodes over my body. I feel tears begin to stream down my cheeks, but I don't have the energy to control my erratic breathing, so I sob as if I'm hyperventilating. I start walking to the door to find and talk to Felix, to try and make some sense of what has been going on tonight. Then, snoring in bed behind me, I turn, and Felix lies peacefully asleep, like nothing has happened. Fuck! I shout out loud and in my head simultaneously, as if I were two separate beings. With a shaky arm, I reach out with the bat and poke at Felix. The bat thumps against him, confirming reality, I guess. Probably the first completely normal thing I have experienced since I woke up at 1:46 a.m. I reach out to shake his shoulder, and tears slide down my face as I whisper, Felix? Without opening his eyes, Felix says,
Baby, Wes, I said I'm just getting water. Just go back to sleep. Don't wait for me.
I watch his mouth move, but the words come from beyond the bedroom door. Stunned, I drop the bat and I stumble backward against the wall again and slide down and slump until my knees are tucked to my chest. I stare in a thoughtless stupor at Felix, his eyes closed, and something shifts beneath his blanket. Slow and intentional. A hand emerges at the top of the blanket just below his face. Gentle and familiar, then a second hand, then a third. They all pat the bed beside him, perfectly in time with each other. Once, twice, 3 times. An invitation or a command? I tuck harder into my ball and cover my ears with my hands, and the sound stops. I breathe in, slow and shaking, gathering what scraps of confidence I have left. I lift my head and I blink. I'm sitting upright in my bed, knees hugged exactly as I was on the floor, but now on my pillow. There was no transition, no memory of my movement from there to here. I scan around the room again. The corners and the shadows that are settled there, which once seemed to have an infinite depth, now seem narrower and closer, and somehow even darker. The walls and the corners and the shadows are pressing in on me. Felix is gone again. Not in the bed. The closet is still wide open. No Felix there, but the image of that smile still hangs. I rush to the bedroom door and I fling it open. But fuck! There's nothing. Nothing! Literally nothing. No hallway, no rooms beyond, no horizon, no concept of far. Just a void so absolute that my brain stutters in its presence. True nothing. Darkness with no dimension and still every dimension. I slam the door and I run to the curtains, but they part to reveal no windows, no outside, just wall. Instinctually, I call out for Felix again. Fell! But I clamp my hands over my mouth. As much as I want my love to be here with me, I can't stand to see another wrong Felix. But I hear him in the room.
Go back to sleep, babe.
A silhouette stands in the ensuite alcove. Looks like Felix. But the neck is wrong. Tilted like a confused dog, except way too far. Like his spine twisted in a way it was never meant to. The voice is gentle, almost reasonable. The terror shouldn't make sense, but it does. Then he says words that I know, but he shouldn't. A mantra from one of those sleeping books that I had read.
I give in to the dark, the deep, the void of sleep. I close my eyes and accept the consuming embrace of those who reign where I long to drift.
He steps forward, lumbering and toddler-like, clumsy and awkward, unsteady and unsure. Arms reach out, too many of them, extending from his chest in a slow invitation.
Just go back to bed.
His voice is calm, and behind him, the darkness seems to breathe. I press myself against the wall, my breath hitching. I admit out loud, "Felix, please. I'm so tired and I just want to sleep, but you're scaring me." He tilts his head even further, vertebrae popping and crackling.
Well, aren't you sleeping already? Oh, maybe not. Come now. Let's go to bed. Sleep and the void are calling.
Then static. It overtakes all of my hearing, and the bed, it ripples with the static, like waves in water. I know this sound. It's that impossible video I found once on YouTube, but only once and never again. Not even in my watch history. It was titled The Empty Sound. I laughed at first at how stupid it sounded because nothing about it was empty, but my body trembled as I listened and my skull felt too much pressure, like it would explode. So I stopped it and I could never listen to it again. Am I dreaming? I think I'm awake, right? I think Felix lies tucked in bed again, patting the space beside him. He begins to chant the same mantra from that spiritual, mind-emptying MP3. He begins to chant the same mantra from a .wave video I found on some old message board from people seeking help with sleep troubles. This titled something stupid like spiritual, mind-emptying sounds for sleep. I don't remember, but he's saying those words. Pat, pat, pat. And his hands, too many hands, are patting the bed again. I squeeze my eyes shut. I don't remember moving, but I know I'm lying down now. The sheets are warm, and the dark around me folds like a blanket, tucking me in. I open my eyes to squint as my phone screen flickers on, displaying the time. 1:46 a.m. Out loud, I beg, If I'm asleep, please just let me wake up. The scent and mixture from that folk remedy shop. Herbs I was told were meant to calm and settle and open my mind to expanses vast. The smell fills me, thick and suffocating. And then a voice, mine, or his, or ours, layered from nowhere and everywhere. I hear it say, "No, love, if you're awake, just stop thinking and..." The words trail through my mind, and the room dissolves into never-ending black. As the words finish, please, just let us sleep. Thank you for listening to Dark Pages Unbound. Story 1:46 a.m. Written by Brandon McAleavey. Voices by Brandon McAleavey. Sounds found on freesound.org. Story rights held by the story's author. Please contact Dark Pages Unbound for submissions or suggestions at darkpagesunbound@gmail.com.